It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Washington Commanders and the New England Patriots, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the New England Patriots. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Wentz first play going right to the air. This one left side caught by Gibson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Wentz. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now on 1st down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Wentz over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Wentz again. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
To throw again on second down. Wentz, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 16. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look. It's not going to silence this crowd, but might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for Washington. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Jones. It's Myers again with another catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Now Jones. He gets it to James White. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
All we've had so far, 3-3 now as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen? One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jones. Pass complete to Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Yard line, 2nd and 9. Jones gets this to Myers, and this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Off play action. Jones. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. What can Wentz do now with his drive? And that will be incomplete. 2. We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. Here's Tressway now. And a double overtime. This needs to be a good one. Here's Jones on the return. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Finds White.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Jones
to Henry.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 45-yard line.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. This to win it in overtime.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.